Hello, today we are going to make a tiny little top hat for New Year's Eve. I'm going to first go through the pieces that you should have. You should have the main body of the hat that looks like this. You should have a brim with slots in it and a brim without. And then you should have silver pieces. You should have a silver glitter wrap. Now I cut these in silver. You don't have to cut them in silver though. You could cut them in whatever color you want to. You should have a Happy New Year text. And you should have 3 silver stars. I also have 3 gold stars. And then I selected the year I wanted. For this hat, I'm going to do 2022 as my example. So you're going to want to work with the file and make sure that you just have the numbers that you are using for the year that you're making the hat for. So I'm going to start with this main body piece. And I want this main body section here to curl around like this. So I don't want to fold it, but I just want to gently curl it. Sometimes it's easiest to over curl it a little like this and then kind of let go, and then it kind of keeps its shape. These tabs are going to push into these slots, and they're going to push from the outside to the inside. So they're not going this way. They're going over the top and down through. Now to do this, we're going to fold in the sides of the tabs. So we're going to fold the tab. The side goes like into the center, like this, and like this, like this, and like this. So from the back side, it looks like that. I folded those down. I want to keep those folds pinched, and again, going over here from the outside of the slot to the inside. I'm just going to push it through like that. And then on the inside of the hat, I just want to make sure that that tab then opens up. Where I had folded the sides in, I want those sides to open up. And that makes sure that it is locked in place. Again, just push it in and then make sure that that opens up. Now we're going to fold the top of the hat down. Each of these little tabs, got a little hot glue on my finger there, my last video. Okay, so we're going to make sure each of these tabs folds down. The top is then going to fold this way. And I'm just going to add a little dab of glue to each of these tabs. I'm using hot glue. You have to work a little quickly with hot glue. So if you're not comfortable with doing that, you could use tacky glue or any kind of paper glue, really whatever you're most comfortable working with. So some people prefer a slower drying glue, and that's totally fine. Just whatever is going to adhere to the paper. Okay, and now that we have that section done, we're going to grab this brim that has the slots in it, and we're going to line these tabs up with the slots. We're going to push it through just like that, making sure that that stays down so there's no gap like that. It's all the way down. Put it like this, and I'm going to fold these tabs outward. And then I'm going to go around the hat and just add a tiny dot of glue on the underside of each one and then fold it down so that it stays together, keeping these two pieces together. Don't need a lot of glue, just a tiny dab. In fact, if you're using hot glue, you definitely don't want too much because then it will kind of make like a bump. And now we're going to add glue to this side and then stick this extra ring for the brim right onto there. It just covers up these tabs, gives it a nice finished look. I want to make sure I have enough glue that it's going to get all the way to the edge there, but not sandwich out. I don't want it spilling over if I'm using hot glue. See, I got a little came out there. Not so bad on the inside of the hat. On the outside, we don't want to have it squishing out the sides. We want to just have it nice and glued. I give it little pinches around the brim here. It just kind of helps that glue really stick down and stay flat. All right, now we're going to find the seam in the back, the seam where you put those tabs together. And that's where we're going to start this, the ribbon wrap. And it curves this way. You're just going to line it up, and after you add glue, you're just going to start there, and you're going to wrap it all the way around, just like that. So I'm going to add glue to the back of my piece, and then I'm going to quickly just wrap that around. Again, you might want to put one finger into the hat and push from the inside to make sure that that band is on there. There you go. I've got a cute little silver band on there. Now the rest of the pieces you can kind of do however you like. It's designed to be a bit freeform so that you can, just make the hat the way you want it to. So you wouldn't even have to use all the stars or all of the numbers or the Happy New Year. You can do it however you like. I like to find the back first where the seam is, and then from there find my center front. I'm going to start off with my Happy New Year text, and this is designed to just kind of be able to float a bit. So we're not going to glue the whole thing down. We're just going to add a few tiny dabs here and there, just to stick it enough that it just kind of floats like so. And I want to make sure I get rid of all these little strings. Got my Happy New Year. I think I want to add just a little more glue over here on the Y so it's not totally hanging off. A tiny bit. Oop. And hit my brim there with the hot glue. Yeah, it'll make a little mark, but that's okay. Okay, got it like that. Now I'm going to add my 2022. I think I'm going to put it like over here. Again, we don't need to have it, all over. You don't need to coat the whole two, just enough to stick down. I'm actually going to start at the end of the 2022, so I'm going to put my last two down first. And then I'm just going to add a little dab to this one. I'm going to glue my 0. I'm doing my 2022 a little kind of up and down, not super neat. Want it to look kind of funky. But again, you could use your own eye and your own judgment on this and do it however you prefer. Got it like that. And now I'm just going to decorate with these stars wherever I want to. So I'm just going to put them on the rest of the hat, kind of all over, whatever I think looks good. I'll put a silver one back here. Put a gold one. Right up here. Put a gold one over here. Again, I'm just decorating it however I feel. This is not a specific way to do it. You could also rotate them, like you could make one say Happy New Year and then the hat next to it could say the year, and then some have stars. They don't all have to be the same. Do my last two dots here. Fun. And now you have a cute little Happy New Year top hat that you can put on top of cupcakes or use to decorate.